How's it going, everybody? Welcome to a brand new episode of Crypto Clout. We got your first article right here. A former Golden Schmacks hedge fund chief has predicted Bitcoin is about to surge to 1 million. And Bitcoin has found fresh support this year, bolstered by growing disquiet among investors, central banks, and government stimulus. Of course. Interesting little article here. I have a few things that I want to go through, some just interesting anecdotes, and it'll be an interesting show for us today. Of course, I do want to look at, we'll just show you guys, hyperinflation has left Venezuela so devastated that worthless banknotes are used to make handbags, and these are some pretty cool handbags actually. I would like one, but I don't know if I would want to trade USD for Venezuelan currency under any circumstances, but that thing is pretty fresh. I mean, hopefully you don't get it wet, but this guy is pretty talented, and that is what it looks like. Pretty interesting stuff. Gives you an idea of hyperinflation and stuff like that. Almost eerie. Hopefully one day we won't see a George Washington or a Benjamin Franklin handbag, but there might be the sting of inevitability right around the corner. Regardless, we look, Bitcoin investors understand, to preserve energy in a world where everyone else is, dissipating. It's a winning strategy, and I think that that does ring true. We talk about Bitcoin, and we want to talk about like cryptocurrency in general, and of course one of the main themes that I like to talk about on this show, of course, does pertain to that concept of Bitcoin as sort of a magnet, or sort of a black hole that can suck all of the energy that's sort of going to go in either direction. We want to talk about like the future of spending power, computing power, and of course where we see the digital economy going. This is a cute tweet too. 2016, the institutions are coming. 2017, the institutions. 2019, 2020, institutions are here. Then 2021, damn it, the institutions bought all of the Bitcoin. Of course, Bitcoin currently coming in at $11,474. This brings me to DigiByte. And of course, the sting of inevitability that we want to talk about with blockchain technology, and of course the amount of money that can be saved, that will, money being left on the table essentially, and I believe very strongly that the rat race, that there will be eventually an enormous piling on of anybody who wants to save money, and of course institutions and so forth already making that adaptation. Definitely interesting to talk about DigiByte in that context when we think about security, when we think about all the interconnected aspects of the digital currency, and of course innovation, and where we can see the future of decentralization in an increasingly centralized world. Will the dollar's weakness result in Bitcoin finally breaking $12,000? Historically, a weaker United States dollar leads to strength across the safe haven assets, quote unquote safe haven. By analyzing the correlation, such momentum and conclusion can be drawn with Bitcoin and the USD. So of course Bitcoin has gained in 2020 as the US dollar currently has been having a tough year, but will this momentum continue in the coming months? Let's take a closer look at the charts. Bitcoin has to hold the $11,000 support level to avoid the CME gap test to 9,600. I've made it known in the live stream that I do predict to test that CME gap in the future, if not in the next few months, certainly as time moves forward. I think that it's an inevitability. According to my analysis, the weekly chart of Bitcoin is showing the significance of the $12,000 resistance level since the bear market started. The $12,000 area has been a big hurdle. the crucial barrier led to multiple tests of this zone. However, a breakthrough didn't occur yet, but the general consensus is that the more often level gets tested, the weaker it becomes. As an example, it took silver almost 7 years to break through the resistance of 18. This breakthrough took a long time, as silver's price was constantly rejected at the $18 barrier. However, the breakthrough of the $18 level resulted in a massive move, with a rally continuing towards $30, a 60% increase since this breakout. But while that's not much of not much for enthusiasts in cryptocurrency market, it's a large move for the commodity market. Of course, I think that it will be interesting to see how a lot of these different aspects go along similar trajectory. Thinking about it along those lines definitely does reveal quite an interesting amount of information, and definitely interesting just to see. And I'm thankful for everybody who's been active on DigiByte Twitter. Just all the people who've been active members of this participation community. We've got some really interesting stuff all the way, coming around the, around the bend, for DigiByte, and of course for the overall cryptocurrency space, as we've been seeing a lot of these different things, really building on top of one another. So a lot of exciting stuff to look forward to in the cryptocurrency space, especially with this community. I'm very thankful to actually have, an awesome community like you guys, and of course all the different things that we've been seeing happening in the space, and of course, while we've been seeing many different institutions and so forth moving over to our side of the aisle, the cryptocurrency space, and more so now than ever, it's important to be vocal about cryptocurrency. It's important to talk to your friends and family, let them know if all they do is talk about Bitcoin, or if all they're familiar with is Bitcoin, maybe talk to them about some of the different altcoins that are out there. Don't shut up. Don't put it on social media. You never know if it's always, you never know if somebody's going to become very enthusiastic about cryptocurrency and then go get other people who they know involved with it. All these different things. Word of mouth is our greatest resource in building this community, and you don't want them to be late to the party. You want to have your friends you don't want your friends don't let friends be no coiners. I've said that before, and I'll say it again. And it is interesting to see just how this global network. I mean, we've got people from all around the world who've been showing their support. And on top of that, just for interesting information, leave a comment down below and let us know what part of the world you're actually watching from. Always interesting to see. We get people from New Zealand, just all parts of the world, different parts of the U.S. Interesting how far-reaching the DigiByte community goes. I recently did actually tweet to Mr. Drumpf in response to one of his tweets. So if you guys wanted to, that'd be kind of cool if you guys would go retweet. But I was telling him, just buy Bitcoin. I'm going to start this new thing where whenever I see a celebrity have like sort of a viral tweet, I'm gonna hop on there and I'm just gonna put a quick advertisement for DigiByte and Bitcoin, just to spread the word and all that type of stuff. Will be interesting to see the response. So if you guys want to help join the community on Twitter, we did have some success reaching some people when we did the Elon Musk tweet storm. So it will be interesting, sort of lead the charge for DigiByte awareness. Just sort of a grassroots, so if any of you want to take part in that, that will be interesting. It'll be fun, just something to do, bring the community together. More updates on that will be here to come. All that being said, obviously remember this video is for entertainment, educational purposes only. I'm not your dad. I'm not your financial advisor. Remember to do your own research and come up with your own information. And remember, I'm just a YouTuber. Making this content to share my opinions. So seller shortage, Bitcoin exchange, reserves plunges as BitMEX bleeds BTC. Bitcoin exchange reserves are continuously plummeting as analysis pinpoint the trend to a potential shortage of sellers. Nobody's selling. People are hodling. This is good. And of course, this will eventually be the case. It's a good look into the future, with Bitcoin and eventually all the resulting aspects of the digital currency arms race that we're watching sort of unfolding. And without, of course, we'll see how the different the political aspects of the different decisions that will be made will inevitably have shockwaves that will be sent, to Bitcoin and all the rest of the cryptocurrency space. Looking forward to seeing that. Fearful but optimistic. Now, I'll see you guys next video. Have a good one.